The off-season content continues. We talked about a couple prospects that could potentially be on the Chicago Bulls. Today, we hone in and put the scope on Kel'el Ware out of Indiana. Big guy. Is he the defensive stopper the Chicago Bulls need? Is he a better fit for the Chicago Bulls? Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it down. And I got something to say about Alex Caruso and his all defensive slot. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, but you know, you got to hear the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and today I am with my dog, CDubb. How you doing, bro?
And I'm feeling great. I like this kid right here, bro. Let's talk about it.
If you're tuned in with us today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well as we continue the off-season coverage for your Chicago Bulls. We're going to jump into this young fella, Kel'el Ware, out of Indiana. This big guy, can't even call him a young guy because he's big as hell. 7 feet tall. Was a product with Oregon in 2022-2023, but last year played his basketball in the Big Ten with Indiana. This guy put up 15 points, 9 rebounds, had 1.5 assists, and averaged about 2 blocks on 60% shooting from the field. And with 1 attempt from the 3, gave his team, the Indiana Hoosiers, 42%. Pretty all right. CDubb, we dived into the film. We did our due diligence. What are your initial thoughts on Kel'el Ware?
First off, I love this kid. Just picturing this kid with the Chicago Bulls would be absolutely a match made in heaven. First, let's start off with his origins. This kid is from Little Rock, Arkansas. Y'all remember banging in Little Rock back in the day in the 2000s, and you know what type of environment he come out. So that means he did his work and he did his due diligence and he got out of that situation because I know it's tough. We seen it on TV. So, we kind of go together. I feel his struggle. You know what I'm saying? We probably got the same struggle. Now it comes to what the play on the field. This guy is a complete and ultimate eraser in the paint when it comes to the basketball play. And he'll do it saucy too. He'll throw your shit all the way into the 5th row on purpose. This guy right here has amazing bounce at 7 feet tall. His wingspan, what did you say, 7 feet, nephew? 7 feet?
7'4" wingspan.
7'4" wingspan. So this guy has a quick jump, a quick second hop. He has a good form at the 3-point line, and he shoots them the correct way that I like it. He's not going to be hanging around at the 3-point line. But once he's there and he's open, he's not going to hesitate to shoot it. And he has a great form and a shooting stroke to knock him in most of the time, i.e. see his 42% from 3-point range. He also can finish in other ways instead of catching lobs on your head, or if you happen to be an unfortunate NBA player to be standing under the basket, you're going to get dunked on. He can get to the basket. He got great ball handling. I ain't gonna say great ball handling. He got good ball handling for a big man. So he can move with the rock. He can take his opponent off the dribble, get to the basket. He can finish in an assortment of ways. He can finish with his left. He can finish with the right. He got touch on the ball a little bit. I like this kid, especially on the defensive end. He can be a racer for the Chicago Bulls, and definitely a different template of what we've been dealing with for the last 4 years. And yes, if you feel like we've been disrespectful to Nick Vooch because we doing all these big prospects, we are. Go ahead now.
Facts. I mean, if you're trying to change the way that the Chicago Bulls look and play, I think you gotta absolutely look at the center spot. That's just how I'm looking at it. I think a different center allows the Chicago Bulls to play in different ways. Hence why we looking at Kel'el Ware. This
Yep.
is a guy that, with the latest mock draft, according to Bleacher Report, can fall to the 16th spot to the Philadelphia 76ers. So if the Chicago Bulls are in prime position to grab this young player, I say you absolutely have to think about it. Now, we've ran through a couple nice bigs and stuff like that, but I think that right now,
Yeah.
this guy might be at the top of my list personally. I looked at Eve Missy. Eve Missy is missing that offensive game. We looked at Kyle Filipowski. He's missing that defensive game. This guy, he will need some touch up on both sides of the court, but he has something you can work with. He can shoot the three if you need him to. He can go ahead and have that nice 15-foot, chipper, or that little 10-foot floater with nice touch in there. And if you too small, he's shown that he has the capability of getting physical and putting it on your head.
Yes.
That's what stood out to me when you turn on the film and you watch him. He can move his feet pretty damn well in defense. And what Billy Donovan likes, CDubb, is to have his bigs in drop coverage. Guess what this guy can do in drop coverage? Recover and block the damn shot. Nick Vooch can't recover in drop coverage and block a shot. So right now, everything is lined up for this guy. So far, I'm very intrigued about this guy. I don't know what he'll be in the NBA, but right now, you got to love what you see, especially on the offensive side, along with the defensive side. Because if you think you're just going to blow past him, you're going to have to be worried if you drive past him. Like, he gives up some drives, but the recovery and the angle is there for him to swat that shit to a fan and say, here's a free basketball.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes. And I just want to compare him to Missy, because I still like Missy, but it's distinct differences. Like Missy, he has great hip movement. Like, he gonna stay with you even if you were like a guard or a perimeter player. He gonna stay with you all the way to the basket, and he's relying off his athleticism with feet. This kid right here is so athletically gifted. I'm talking about Kel'el Ware, that you could beat him. He don't have the right hip. He don't swing his hips the right way, and he still can recover and send your shit to the 10th row, bro. His athletic ability is crazy, and Messi's is crazy too. But this kid, if you can believe it, has better athletic ability than Missy. And I was going crazy watching his fucking film. This guy is all of 7 feet. He's all of 250 pounds. I'll give him 242, 245.
240, 250, yeah.
Yeah, and he just plays big. And he plays like everybody smaller than him, and he's going to treat you as such. I love it. This is not what we've been seeing in the Chicago Bulls roster for the last 4 years. We need to change the template. I'm sorry who still like what we have at the center position, but it has not worked. It has not worked. Let's change the page. Let's turn the page, bro. It's time to get us an athletic big, athletic defensive big, and see what happens.
For real, because I mean, right now, I think Bleacher Report had him as a pro comparison, CDubb, to a Brook Lopez. Do you see that?
Way more athletic than Brook Lopez, but I get that. I get what they saying, though. I get what they saying, because Brook, he controls the paint. He'll swatch your shit in the paint for sure, but not the athleticism. That's a bad comp to me.
I think it was pretty fair. I mean, outside of the athleticism, I think it was pretty fair. No?
Okay, it's fair. I'm saying it's fair, but it ain't. That's the
you
best
pick
you can
somebody
do.
else.
That's the best you can do, type shit. You know what I'm saying? You could go. Who is it? Anybody with his type of template? I don't think it is.
I mean, to go through him right now it'll be kind of difficult.
Wemby, but not
I
all
wouldn't
like
go that
that.
far.
You know, that's far, but maybe a low budget Wemby, athleticism plus great shot blocking ability type shit. But he's not Wemby though, but a little bit like Wemby. I wouldn't go Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez moved 2 miles per hour at all times, and his athleticism is non-existent, bro. That don't mean he ain't a good player. He's a great player.
What about a Clint Capella, or is that way off?
That's way off, nephew.
Way?
Nah. Not Clint Capella. Nah, bro.
How would you
Jared Jackson?
Jared Jackson?
Oh, Miles Turner, Jared Jackson Jr.
There you
There
go.
you go. One of
I
those
can
two
agree with
right there.
those two.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can agree
something
with
like that.
those two. Like, I don't know if he's gonna come in with a high volume of 3-point shooting like a Miles Turner, but the defensive presence that those two guys have, I can potentially see this young guy having. It's all like we always say when we come in and we do these prospects, their success is going to be predicated on how they work when they get to the NBA. Are you going to get to the NBA and feel comfortable, or are you going to get to the NBA and still feel like you want to be one of the best? That's
Oh, let
what's
me.
going to determine the outcome for a lot of these young prospects. Because we can like everything that you do in college, but we seen Jimmy Fredette go off in college, and
Yeah.
he ain't paying out in the NBA, but he's a star
And the
with the
super tiger.
Siberian Super
Super
Tigers.
tiger.
So it's up to these guys to put it on wax. What you was gonna say though?
Hell no. Hey, I was gonna
Fuck.
say, there, you made me lose my track. Bro. I had another comp, man. What my man Kel'el Ware. It's gone. You made me lose it.
Yeah,
You made me lose
I just look at this young
Oh,
guy.
here it is. I got you.
Go ahead.
Just a nod out because he's still playing in Western Conference Finals. How about a more athletic, lively the second?
I can see that.
Yeah.
You
a
don't
more
ask
athletic.
Lively to do much.
Yeah.
You come in, you're gonna be a lob threat. Sometimes he can give you some big boy basketball points. You know what I'm saying, with being physical in the paint. And then you know what I'm saying, on the defensive side, this Lively is a guy that can go ahead and swat that shit out of there too because of
Yep.
his athleticism. I think right there, when you talk about the youth, that's the best comp that we that was mentioned for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
man.
sure.
I can't wait, man. We got Vooch, man. Count your days. I'm just playing. We don't know what AK and them do. AK love them some Vooch, love them some DeMar,
I
love them
don't know
some
why they
man.
love
Yeah.
these guys so
They
much.
just
This is
love
big.
them, bro. It's a business,
It's a
bro.
business. You know what I'm saying? You got to make tough decisions in this, and you know your team needs a change. Like I talked about that starting five. I ain't gonna lie, CDubb. I talked about that starting five with Kobe White, Ayodo Sumu, Julia Phillips, Patrick Williams, and Eve Missy.
Ooh, put him
Eve
in there.
Missy out of the way.
Slide him in there.
Yeah, let's get Kel'el Ware in there. I just think that he offers a little bit more than what Eve Missy. Now, Eve Missy, like, don't get me wrong. I think we talk about athleticism. Eve Missy is more athletic than him. But when you talk about who can go with the full package, defense and offense, Kel'el Ware is a bit ahead of him. So
I
that's
respect
why
that.
I'm like, hey, that's something that I'll be willing to do. I know it's not going to equate to a lot of wins, but hell, we only been winning 39 games for the last 2 seasons.
For the last 2-3 seasons.
Let's
Okay.
build this shit out.
All right. So it sounds like you finna get my man K Ware A.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
get
it
a
sounds
solid B
like.
plus. I'm gonna give him a solid B plus.
You gave Missy a B. You give
I'm gonna
him B
give this
plus?
guy a B plus.
Okay. I'm gonna give
I'm
him
gonna
an
give
A.
this guy a solid B plus only because, like, first of all, we've seen great college players.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't always translate to being great NBA players or good NBA players. So, and I still want him to touch up on a few things. Let's see if you can get those 3-point attempts to 3 a game. I'm good with 3 or 4 attempts a game. That I will be good with that. But also, let's see how you can affect the game offensively when you're on the NBA court. And I'm grading prospects harsher than
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
a
I'm gonna
lot
give
of
him an
other,
A.
a lot of other people.
I'm gonna give him an A, nephew. I just think he'll fit in nicely. Especially if we decide to go young. But any lineup we decide to trot out there, he's gonna have instant impact with the team, especially in the starting lineup. I'm gonna give him an A for the things that we need for this particular team. I know what other teams need. You know what I'm saying? Because I follow basketball, follow NBA, but I'm only focused on our team and what our team needs from the results of what we had last season. I think this will be one of the answers that we have right here.
Yeah,
Big
now
like this.
when you talk about fit for Chicago Bulls, I'm with you on that. That's an A fit. I
That's
think
an
if
A.
you
But
select
that's
this
what
guy,
we grading. That's what we grading for, nephew. We're not grading for nobody else.
I mean,
So
I was
go ahead,
grading for
grade them for the Chicago Bulls.
I wasn't grading necessarily for a team. I was grading based on like film, what the film tells me. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
But I get that. Like if you talk about a fit, I think this is an A fit.
Yes.
Absolutely, I think it's an A fit. Because if he, let's just say for the sake of discussion, this guy develops a 3-point shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the inside presence offensively, and then he's able to be a defensive stopper on a defensive side, a guy that can
Mm.
change a shot, a guy that
Mm.
people have to fear when they drive to the basket.
Mm.
That's something you really, really will need for this Chicago Bulls team,
Mm.
for sure.
Then if he learns the three, if he gets a consistent 38% 3-point shooting percentage, oh shit. Ceilings, there's none. If he can get that, or get like a 15-footer, like you were saying earlier, nephew, like a, you know what I'm saying, like a Joel Embiid type free throw type shooter around the top of the key, he'll be
Yep.
decent. But
Agreed.
it take see how hard you want to work, big guy. Is you is you cool with just being a defensive stopper, or you want to be the best you can be in this league? Well, we'll see.
Exactly.
We'll see. We'll
Exactly.
see.
We absolutely will see. Ladies and gentlemen, give us your thoughts below on Kel'el Ware. Let us know how you feeling about him. You think he's a good fit for the Chicago Bulls? You think that he's a great prospect? Let us know how you feel about him. Let us know how you feel about his game. I think that right now, as the bigs that we've went over, at least on Shy Bulls podcast, we went over Cal Filipowski. We did Eve Missy. Now we doing this guy. Right now, he's at the top of my list. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that right now, that's the order I'm giving. So let us know the order that you giving right now down below. CDubb, before we get up out of here, we got to talk about Alex Caruso. First and foremost, big shout out to Alex Caruso for being on the all defensive team again. My biggest issue is, why the hell are there so many centers for the all defensive first team, and it's a bunch of guards on the second team?
Bro.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I understand. I get the Herb Jones. I get it. But you can't tell me Herb Jones is better than Alex Caruso this season.
Can't tell me.
Not this season.
You can't
This
tell
season.
me.
And that's not me being a homer. I can take the back seat and accept if somebody was clearly better than one of my teams that I root for every single day.
Yeah.
But Herb Jones did not have to guard or have to have such an impact for his team to win 39 games. Bro,
on, man.
like, this man had other guys that he can depend on. And I'm not saying he's a bad defender, but literally the Bulls defense was predicated on Alex Caruso, the leading guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some will argue Herb Jones was the leading guy for New Orleans. Cool. I ain't going to argue with you. But I'm going to say for the Chicago Bulls, we had Alex Caruso playing a 5. We had Alex Caruso playing a 4. We had Alex Caruso playing a 3, the 2, and the 1. Stop it.
Stop it. Bro,
why is he not first team all defense? It is beyond me. CDubb, you got anything to add, bro?
Hey, man, we all know why he ain't got the first team defense. We getting blackballed because of the incompetence on the basketball court. You don't do successful things on the court. You don't get you don't get those accolades that you should get. It ain't no way that I love Herb Jones as a defender. Herb Jones is, who's a great cornerback right now, nephew. I know oldies. I want to put some great ones right now. Give me one, just a great
Sauce
cornerback.
Gardner.
He's Sauce Gardner. You know who Alex Caruso is? He's Ed Reed. He's Ed motherfucking Reed. He's all over the court. It's no comparison. Sauce Gardner is a great shutdown corner, shutting down one side of the field. What Ed Reed do? He shut the entire field down.
Oh, yeah. And don't let none come across the middle or go deep. It's raps.
It's a rap. So it's just, and most of the things that Alex Caruso does, when you talk about leadership, talking to the team on the floor, some of the stuff that he does don't even show up on the stat book, bro. You can't, there's not even stats for, do they cover deflections? How many deflections does he get every game?
Deflections.
Like
Alex Caruso is top 10 in every defensive category, by the way, I believe.
Oh, come on, bro.
And I believe top 5 in most. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe Alex Caruso was top 5 in all defensive categories.
I just remember this one thing. There's one thing before we finish. Anthony Edwards, who's on a course to be one of the best players in the league, was having an unbelievable first half against us. He was killing young Ayo Dosunmu and whoever was stepping up. they put Alex Caruso in the second half. I think he had like 4-6 points in the second
He
half.
had 7 points in that second half after having 25 plus in the first half.
Like he shut them down. Bulls won that game, by the way, too.
By the way, one of the wins we got. One of 39, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why he's so heralded, bro. He like one of the most heralded players that's not like an all-star and a superstar, bro. Everybody wants him.
I can guarantee. Look, you tell me if I'm wrong. Chat, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. If both GMs for the Pelicans and the Bulls called teams today and say, we got Herb Jones and Alex Caruso up for trade right now, I believe the guy that's going to garner the biggest return is Alex Caruso.
No doubt. Easy.
And that's not me being a homer.
Easy.
Let me know if I'm being a homer or if I'm tripping. I understand the youth in Herb Jones, but Alex Caruso, I believe, is only 28, 29 years old. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all correct. Y'all fact check me. I'm okay with being wrong. CDubb, who garners the biggest return, bro? Keep it a buck, bro. Keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck for you though. If you rebuilding a team and you trying to go young, you might go and get you a Herb Jones. But most of the NBA, they trying to win. You're gonna go get Alex Caruso for sure. Because he's definitely gonna put you over the top. And not to add that he's got better at the 3-point line. Herb Jones got better too. But Alex Caruso, I think he's a far better defender than Herb Jones. I think Herb Jones is a better offensively than Alex Caruso, but it's not that much because Alex Caruso improved so much last year offensively. So
I'm real quick on that offensive side though. I think Herb Jones, you can give the nod to when you say offense, but the guy that's more valuable offensively has to be Alex Caruso because he can initiate your offense. Herb Jones can't do that.
I give you that.
So as an individual scorer, you might say Herb Jones. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
but as the more valuable asset, I gotta go with Mr. Headband. That's just me.
Yeah.
I can be a homer. I don't give a damn. I'm just going off what I see. That's me.
Yeah. He just basically a 3-and-D player, Herb Jones. But he got way better at it. He'll knock it down and he'll get to the basket.
For sure. Not taking a shot at him. He's still a good player. We just feel like Alex Caruso should have been first team.
Yes, that's bogus, bro. Then they put all them big guys on there. And then the second team full of little guys. NBA just be effing stuff up, bro.
Y'all should have just kept that shit with positions instead of making it positionless.
Yeah. Don't get the players everything they want, gang.
One last thing, man. Adam Silver, he's starting to look a little shaky as a
what's up? Nick your
I ain't gonna lie.
He's
He's starting to look a little, bro, like David Stern didn't play that shit. Jamal Murray threw heat packs, he would have been suspended.
Yep.
Draymond Green speak to the officiating wrong. You suspend him in the finals. Jamal Murray got suspended in what? Got $100,000 fine in the second round. Which one means more? The finals or the second round?
Talk to
and
me.
He threw it at one of the people that works for your brand that officiates your game that you supposed to be protecting. And y'all only find him. I'm just saying, Adam Silver, you're starting to get on my nerves. Now, I commend Adam Silver for putting in that second tax apron to make it harder to build super teams because now we're seeing that's not the way of winning anymore. So I commend him on that. But some of the actions a bit shaky. I ain't gonna lie.
His discipline when it comes to disciplining the players, I don't think that's the right word. To reprimanding the players, I think he fell in that instinct, bro. I think he too player friendly, a little bit too much.
That's where I'm going. Because the first time Ja Morant did that stupid shit, you gone 25 games. Yeah. What are we talking about here? You represent our brand. This is your job. You not finna be tweaking on whatever you was tweaking on. And then your dumb ass went and did it again. You would have been done for the season.
Shows how much he respect. That shows how
I
much.
mean,
they
I gotta
you.
respect it because it's his decision, but at the same
No.
time, my decisions would have been much harsher because
Yeah, you show how much a lack of respect they had for the decision that he made upon him. That shows how much he didn't give a fuck. This a young guy. He know what he's doing, bro. He know this is a live video. He knows.
Hella CDubb. This is hella off topic, and ladies and gentlemen, this is hella off topic. Ja Morant fumbled the face of the NBA bag. True or false?
True. Somebody came, took them cookies. Somebody can take those cookies.
I know who the somebody is. No, Anthony Edwards.
They better know who it is.
Anthony Edwards.
Took them
this
cookies.
League was ready to go to Ja Morant's hands.
Yep.
He did the stupid shit, had to take time off, had to come back, rehabilitate himself. Then he got hurt.
Yep.
Anthony Edwards, he talking greasy to everybody and letting them know he coming. If this young 22-year-old player wins a championship, it's over.
Over for a lot of teams, bro. It's
and
over,
if he wins before Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Wait till we got to talk about Jason Tatum, bro.
One
of these NBA Centrals, we got to talk about Jason Tatum, bro.
I ain't got nothing else, though, because we going hell off topic. Ladies and gentlemen that love basketball, y'all catch our drift. CDubb, you got anything left?
Not much, man. Y'all make sure y'all continue to support the guys, bro. We got y'all with new content. Just stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you want to call in and be a part of our mailbag episodes, call in. The number is at the center of your screen, 773-242-9219. It's another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. I'm Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. That's CDubb, by the way. Cognac. Gang.